mikora watoke. We have continued to emphasize that we have a better plan for this country through our Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition public barazas. Na hii wiki najua tunangojewa sana pale Kericho, tunangojewa Mombasa, tunangojewa hata Kiambu. We are so eager to continue championing our agenda. We know this started before our election. Na wale walipoiba uchaguzi wetu walidhani wametunyamazisha. But the good thing, they have given us more courage to expose their deceit. Kila siku wanatuonesha mbinu mpya ya kugandamiza wa Kenya. Nasi kama Jubilee Party tumesema hatutanyamaza, tutazidi kuwafichua siri zao. Kila wakati wanajificha kwa mambo mengine tunayafichua. Na kwa leo ile imefanya lazima tuongee wa Kenya ni kwa sababu tunaangalia njia ambayo imepangwa na hii serikali bandia. Pole pole wanaenda wakigandamiza kila kiungo cha serikali. Every organ of this government is being crippled by the Zakayo government. We can see a very, very intentional path that he has. Before election, we say that he is a dictator, that he is one to rule like a messiah this country. We can even see, I know I love God myself, but the many, many prayers that we are coming, it is just showing that this person is very, very hungry for power. Alipata kwa mlango wa nyuma na anazidi kujaribu kuichunga. We can see whatever he is doing, taking up the MPs from opposition. We can see that. Na tumeona jambo moja tungesema ya kwamba kuna wengine walisikia kuna sherehe, wakajipaka rangi ya pundamilia, wakaingia katika chama cha Jubilee, lakini saa hii mvua imenyesha, ile rangi ya pundamilia imeisha na wameonekana kumbe walikuwa punda. You can never lie to this nation what you were before. And every day your actions are exposing you. But we are standing firm with our party. Our party, Jubilee Party, ndio chama pekee kinabaki pamoja na zile zingine za Kenya mzima kule Mount Kenya kutetea mambo ya uchumi wa Kenya hii. Tumeangalia tukaona ya kwamba wanavuruta opposition ili wakiingia bunge waanze kupitisha miswada
na watu ambao wameenda kujiaibisha ile pande nyingine. Saa hizi they are torn in between kama wanarudi Jubilee ama watakaa UDA. Because huko wameenda wamepata hata hakuna viti zao. Sasa saa hizi wameenda wameanza kutengeneza ati NEC. NEC ni kusema nini? How can you tengeneza NEC ati ndio uweze kukua in power in Jubilee? What you are telling you is that your time is over. Umejiaibisha, umetuaibisha sisi kama Wakikuyu, sisi kama watu wa Mount Kenya. You've put shame on us. Tumekuweka in power ili uende kutetea Central ama Mount Kenya. Lakini wewe umeenda umepatiwa shilingi 2 ili ukuje hii pande ingine, ukuje uweze kujitoshelekisha na tumbo yako. Tunasema hatutaki leaders ambao wanaenda kujipendekeza na zile pesa wamepatiwa. Mimi ninasema hivi, tuko imara kama Jubilee.
Asante sana. We were here, I think, maybe like 4 or 5 days ago, where we clarified some issues. But now we have moved a step further because finally we have some documents that have been written. They have been sent to us, and they were sent to us this morning through the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties. And it is now easier to know what it is that some of the used to be our members are up to. When we spoke last time, it was more from a speculation point of view, because with everything that we had learned from the social media. And I did mention last week, and I want to repeat here, that the desire to clubber Jubilee Party is not anything new. It was started last year in the month of June, and when even another outfit party was formed in the name of Jubilee Asiri. And this has continued. And this is a scheme that remains active and alive within UDA and now within the Kenya Kwisha regime that we have. And it doesn't surprise us. When we did the elections in 2022, after the heavy stealing of votes from Mount Kenya region, and I want to repeat here because I've said it again, the number of votes that we gave our Azimio presidential candidate, Raila Amolo Odinga, were 2.6 million votes, which helped him garner 8.1 million votes against Ruto's 5.9 million votes. The steal is still haunting Kenya Kwisha government. They are out everywhere looking for public legitimacy because they did not get it from the ballot. That's why they have so many player meetings, because they are looking for legitimacy from out there. What they could not get from the ballot is what they are now trying to legitimize through those meetings. And now, to the extent of trying to crabble other parties. And in the process of doing that, you can actually see how untidy they are. Because they say that in their purported NEC meeting, they have actually now said that they issued a notice. They have backdated letters and given them to the registrar of political parties. Notices where they are saying that people attended. In fact, we will be clarifying to the registrar that we were not even aware of those meetings. There is a procedure which is clearly spelled out in our constitution, which requires you to give a 7 days notice minimum when you are calling a NEC meeting. And again, only 2 people can call NEC within Jubilee, the party leader and the secretary general. And we now see that even the attendees in the NEC meeting were not members of NEC. We have strangers hovering all over in the name of Akina Sabina and the rest. They are not members of NEC. I do not know what they had gone to sell in those meetings. Lazima kuwa kuna mboga fulani walikuwa wameenda kuuza kule kwa hizo mikutano. Lakini ni jambo la kuchangaza ya kwamba watu wanaweza chezea chobo kama ama organ kama ile na kuanza kucheza sarakasi. And I don't need to remind you people that when we were watching these people speak from Nakuru, the person who was relaying all these things and telling us of who has become the SG and the rest was Kanini Kega. All of a sudden, when they realize that that's a goof, they now have changed papers. They are bringing Kutuni on board. They have even Angweni, who had gone to Karen and even declared that he has left Jubilee, and he is now a member of our NEC meeting. So you can actually see the confusion that is in that team, and it's because they are not being guided by anything in principle. It's really hunger. Iko na jaa mingi kwa tumbo yao, lakini hawakupatiwa zile viti kwenda kufikiria mambo yao peke yao, ilikuwa wafikiria wa Kenya. And you actually hear them more representing Ruto more than representing the people. They actually come to us to represent Ruto, as opposed to them going to parliament and other places to represent the people who elected them. Quite ironical. But there are a couple of things that Kenyans need to know. And when we become this untidy, the country becomes untidy. And it does not matter where you are. If we have given you a position in Jubilee as a nominated member to advance the interests, the ideologies, the beliefs of Jubilee Party, and by extent, Azimio, and then you have gone and pledged that you are going to associate yourself with Kenya Kwisha, how on earth would you then continue being a whip of Azimio? Decency. Wacha hata mambo ingine. Decency requires you to say, I am mature enough, I have a character, I cannot remain being a whip for Azimio or Jubilee. I now move to my newfound friends. I mean, those are some of the glaring things. And you wonder why people would want to pretend otherwise. But let me say this. we will be able to take up. Now we have the documents. We will take them up in the procedural as is provided for. I want to invite you to read the letter clearly. I see some of you in the media have also missed the point. Yes, the registrar acknowledges he has received the document. We will be able to demonstrate to her that those documents are not properly before her. The convening of the meeting was not properly done and all those other things. But you also read in the same letter that she actually cautions those people who took the documents there that can you also exhaust the party mechanism. Yes. So she has received, like you be given and you receive, but you have also pointed out clearly you are not within the provisions of your own constitution. So we will be able to perhaps show them how we need to go through some of those things. Na ni vizuri tuseme, na tuseme hii kwa lugha hii ambayo watu wanaelewa. Wewe weka kitu kwa fikira yako. Ati unasema unatoa Jubilee kwa Azimio, unapeleka kwa Kenya Kwanza ama Kenya whatever it is that they call themselves, they are living up to the meaning and standards and the requirements that there. Uambie Uhuru aanze kuwa chini ya Ruto. Never. Kwa coalition ya Ruto. Wewe kichwa yako imeenda wapi? Hiyo kichwa iko wapi? Yaani ati unaona Uhuru amekaa kwa PG meeting na chama yake ya Jubilee pale na Ruto ndio anasema pale, alafu mwisho amwambie kama Kuria hata hii zima kama vile ulizima chama cha kazi. I mean, you must be out of your mind. Even when you are trying to become you need a little bit of more imagination if you have a scheme to push on. This party was founded, financed by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And the fear that exists within hiyo serikali hao watu ambao wanasema wako kwa serikali ni hii. People in Mount Kenya are exiting the UDA umbrella in numbers on a daily basis. Their party of choice is Jubilee. That is what is killing Ruto. Because in a couple of weeks, couple of months, UDA will remain as an issue of history within Mount Kenya. One, he did not win. He stole our vote. Two, he lied to our people that he's going to provide them with a better living condition. Now, we are getting things running out of way every single day. A danger in the horizon. This country is quickly becoming a country where the rule of law need not be respected. And people in institutions are being seen to entertain unruly behavior, things that are outside the regular provisions of our law or what is provided for by our laws. If we allow this to continue, those of us who have been there before have seen it. This is how mugging increases in town, stealing. You see the level of banditry. It is at a level we have never seen in this country. That bandits are daring the police officers. Wakikula nyama ya ng'ombe ya wenyewe, pale wakikwambia kuja kama wewe ni mwanaume. Those are very scary times. And I wonder how Ruto and his team would want to concentrate on trying to kill Jubilee when there are such huge national issues of concern that he needs to be addressing. So I want to once again thank these members who are here. They just walked in. Hakuna mwenye tumeita, wamejileta wenyewe kuja kusema what is happening. And I can tell you this is what is happening across the whole of this country and especially within Mount Kenya. There is a limit. Rafiki zangu, there is a limit. If people think that the institutions they put in place or the laws that are in place are not protecting them, they start protecting themselves. Don't dare think that you can put Uhuru and Ruto. No. I can tell you, the members of Jubilee across this nation will rise up and they will say no to it. And they will not even need a court order to say no to those things. I am telling you again, there is a limit. Na ni vizuri tuchunge, tusije tukaharibu Kenya tukienda mbele. Finally, one of the targeted units with this movement is Nairobi County. We have a president or a person who is in the office of the presidency and has no control of the capital city of the country. That's another pain to these people. So they will do everything possible to ensure that Nairobi County is under their control. One of the ways, again, is to collapse Jubilee, remove it from Azimio, and take it to Kenya Kwanza, because our numbers then in the county government of Nairobi shifts to Kenya Kwanza, and Kenya Kwanza becomes the majority. With these people who seems to have moved, and hawaende, nimesema tena, hapa naenda na kuacha harufu nyuma. Weda pamoja na harufu yote. Hii mambo ya kuachia watu wengine harufu ambayo haina maana haisaidii. I am told he is short of the supermajority by 15 if he succeeds in doing what he is doing. This does not hurt the individuals standing here. It hurts this country. The guy will make himself the presidency, the life president that he has said he will make, and it is upon each Kenyan to say no to this. I want to thank this lady, Wajach, is a member of NEC, and we have others, by the way. Kuna wengi wanaandikwa ati absent with apology. Huyu uongo huwezi lewa. And she's not alone. And she'll have a time to tell a story and perhaps write a book. She is not employed, but she has resisted the kind of money that is being given. Huyu. And you can actually see she is perhaps in need than you may want to think. But her and others have said, hii mambo ya pesa wataki, so they are not going to be part of those shenanigans. And finally, we are here, and this is our, where we are operating from. And you see the difference between us and many others. We do not operate from restaurants or from hotels or whatever. We are operating from here. Hii serikali ambayo imeongeza sweets zile tunanunua kwa barabara. Sweets ile tunanunua kwa barabara, haki ya Mungu, imeongezwa. Wewe unataka kutuambia tunaenda wapi? Why would they concentrate on making lives a little easier for Kenyans? But I think I can say here, without any doubt in my mind, they have no ability. They have no capacity. Lives of Kenyans will get worse. Azimio will continue with the rallies. Because it is only those rallies, it's only that wing of this whole political establishment that we are able to air the concerns of people. Parliament has been captured like all the other institutions. Media ensure you are also not captured. We thank you. Lakini nyinyi tunaona mko sawa. Wao mko hapo. Asante sana. Thank you.